Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to have this platform. Very briefly, I want to mention about my friendship and how it began with Multicultural Alliance. I've been here in Fort Worth about 4 years, and when I first moved and wanted to get a footing in the nonprofit sector, I was very attracted by MCA's mission, and I wrote to Adina, who's the VP of programs, and over several months, every week, she had an email from me with the subject line, "Following up to meet." And after about 6 months, she gave me the time of day. And tonight that I have this platform, you can imagine that it went well. We're very excited to introduce our new program. It's called the People's Art Collaborative. The beginnings of the program coincided with something very bleak, and that was the kidnapping of the more than 200 Nigerian girls. My daughter goes to a very cute, almost fairy tale-ish elementary school, and it made me realize that 200 plus girls in her school would mean all the girls in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, and fourth grade. And while this was absurd and horrific, and Adina and I discussed it, we realized that not too much was being spoken about it around us. While this was devastating enough, through the year, we've had tremendous amount of breaking news of various kinds of crisis, from the Syrian refugees to Ferguson, Black Lives Matter, who should marry whom, what are decent minimum wages for our times. And as these slip in and out of breaking news, we realize when we stop to think that none of these issues creating these events are new. And so this is when we realize the relevance of Multicultural Alliance's programs, because our programming hopes to achieve something which is notoriously difficult, and that is to convince people to stop and think, stop and question, stop and actually talk to each other, and possibly choose to be uncomfortable enough to do something about things. And that is the essence of our program, People's Art Collaborative. It's a program that motivates us towards awareness, dialogue, and creativity towards the contemporary programs and issues of our time through the medium of art. The format is very simple. It's a 3-hour workshop. We're first led into the program with an expert who speaks to us about the issue that we've chosen in detail. We then move on to an artist facilitator and an artist of any medium to actually express our thoughts, where we stand, our feelings, our disturbances on that issue. And finally, based on the product or the artwork that we've created, we go into a dialogue within the group about how we feel about what we've created and why, and what bothers us. And so we're very excited to bring this program to the community. We launched this program this year in February. We were very excited. We were hosted by The Modern very graciously, and we offered it to a group of 11 participants from the Fort Worth City's Human Relations Commission. And we had a talented young artist who facilitated our art making segment. The group was very diverse in terms of personalities, personal stories, professions, ethnicities, and it worked out wonderfully because from each of them came a very rich experience and reflection about their past and what they feel about the issue. And the issue was identity and diversity. And we really went in depth about how they defined it, what their stories were. And we have some of this artwork outside at the check-in area, and we'd really urge you to have a look and share. We also have the video of the program running. If you haven't seen it already when you were at reception, please do. Moreover, our brochures as well. I want to end with some words from somebody who's really inspired me while we were creating this program, and I go back to it often. It's from the author and physician James Maskalik. He penned the book 6 Months in Sudan, a young doctor's journey in a South Sudan village. And it's something like this. The world is a hard place, a beautiful place, but so too an urgent one. And once that urgency takes hold, it never completely lets go. While we embark on this journey with our new program, we hope you will support us, and please enjoy your evening. Thank you.